Hey, so I am actually trying to upload more often again, as opposed to, once a month or so. We're coming up on the 90-day mark, or we might actually be passing it very soon. The 90-day mark for the ban, the YouTube ban, because I got banned for that week, and it said if you get banned again in 90 days, you'll get banned for 2 weeks, and if you get banned again 90 days after that, your channel will be deleted. And it's like, cool. I'm not going to upload. I'm not going to upload because I know that I cuss and I cover topics that, get you banned. So really right now, I am still working on that book. I'm working on reading these books. These books are actually very important for me to read before I finish my book, before I actually complete work on my book, which I really just started out with an introduction, just so I could know where I'm headed and what direction I want to take. But I am already synthesizing a lot of information out of these books. I haven't gotten around to Hedges yet. Empire of Illusion looks like an interesting book. I haven't gotten around to Visions of Order yet. That's another Weaver book, but I am almost 2/3 of the way done with Ideas Have Consequences. I've been taking my sweet ass time with quantum psychology. I am about 2/3 of the way through, but I read like one chapter a day, and a chapter is like 5 pages, so it's not a lot of reading that I'm getting done in that regard. As far as the other books go, biological anthropology. I'm actually, hang on, you can barely see it. You can just barely see it, but I'm on chapter 4 now. And so far, reading that book, it looks like I'm going to have to get a genetics and genomics textbook so that I can understand that. Because so far, most of that is just genetics. It hasn't gotten to the behavioral aspect of it. It hasn't gotten quite to the cultural aspect of it, or the paleontological aspect of it yet. So now keep in mind, after I write my book, I have another book that I'm going to write, and then I think I'm going to write one more book after that, and these books are going to be around 100 pages each. They're not going to be super duper short like a Warwick book, which, I got 7 of them and they take up like that much space. And they're not going to be like a textbook, but they're not going to be short, and they're not going to be aimed. Well, they will be aimed at an audience which is all encompassing. I want the first book, because the first book is about academia. I want academics to actually pick up that book and read through it, but I also want the general person to read through it. So I'm going to be writing it so that everyone can understand it. The next book is actually aimed at students. The first book is The Problems of Academic Intrusion on Society. The second book is How to Use Your Brain for the Purpose of Learning, specifically altered states of consciousness. This is actually something that I've specialized in for several years now. I know how to use alterations of consciousness for learning, for enhanced and accelerated learning, also for coming up with new ideas, which is very, very important. But see, on top of reading all these books and writing some stuff, I am also working 6 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day, which is a lot. And I barely have time to take care of myself, but I'm still doing this. I'm putting in so much work right now, so much work just to get things done. Actually, one thing that I wanted to talk about was ethology. Ethology as a survival mechanism, because, the last video I kind of glossed over it, but I mentioned that I got robbed at gunpoint and that wasn't really very scary. That wasn't really freaky at all. That was almost just another day in the hood. That was almost just another day of my life. It was just like, uh, it wasn't a big deal. And the reason why is because I do understand ethology. So I will be writing a paper on ethology as a survival mechanism. But what I actually did was remain calm the whole time. See, ethology is essentially the study of the ethos of human behavior, so the whole of human behavior, and where that stems from. It's basically meta psychology. I guess you could call it. Ethology would be meta psychology, or very close to it. I was calm the whole time. Now, I was walking to my work. I rounded a corner, saw the guy standing in the median, didn't think much of it, just kind of walked on. He waited for all the cars to go by, then I heard his footsteps running up behind me, and he ran out in front of me and pulled the gun back like this, like it was back. It was back, so I couldn't grab it or anything, which is very professional. He's clearly done this before. And he was like, give me all your money. And I was like, just put the gun away and be chill, and we can walk up to my work. I can get you some money out the register, or out the ATM. I can get you some hot food, maybe a Black and Mild or something. But he wasn't having it. But the whole way there, I was just calm. I was just walking. And this guy, he was kind of off-put by it. He didn't really know what to do or think. And at a certain point, he was like, I need to break the silence with something. And I feel like I need to be doing something here. So he was like, now I get the feeling that I got to pistol whip you. Do I got to pistol whip you? And I was like, nah, we're just walking, man. Just chill. So that experience was actually very well handled, in my opinion. A loss of money isn't really a big deal. A loss of life is a bigger deal. So yeah, I'm gonna be right, and I can compare this to, instances and theories that I've had about lions. Instances I've seen of other people interacting with lions and bears and tigers. But also my own theories on how and why these people are able to do that. And that would be what the topic of the paper would be. People using ethology, whether they understand that is what they are doing or not, for the sake of survival, and for the sake of improving their own lives. Thank you for watching. 8 minutes and not much said. Peace.